Hey everyone, Soble here, checking in for the 4th episode of Soble Says. Super excited to continue to do this with you guys, and today I would love to share a little bit of a story that I was thinking about in sales and marketing, and it relates to fishing with my grandpa. So if you are in sales or marketing and you've ever been fishing, this will make sense to you. So I used to go fishing with my grandpa, and we would go out to the pond, and I would throw the bob around the lake, and I would sit around and wait, and I would wait and wait and wait, and I would wait for something to bite, and every once in a while I would, rip a little bluegill out of the pond, and we'd look at it and throw it back in. And one day my grandpa invited me and my dad to go charter fishing, and we went out on Lake Erie, and we got a boat, and we went out with a fishing guide. And the fishing guide was reading the instruments on the boat and tracking where the fish were and following them along. And all of a sudden we started dropping lines in, and left and right we're pulling fish out. I mean, it was crazy. I had never seen so many fish in my life. I didn't even know this was possible to actually go fishing and successfully fish at this high of a rate. And apparently this was normal. With the right tools and the right instruments and the right plan, they were able to predict that we would be able to have a great morning fishing. And it really got me thinking. I was thinking about this memory, and I can really equate this fishing thing to digital marketing. If you have a marketing plan and you're trying to kind of do digital marketing, but you don't have a strategic game plan in place and you're kind of shooting from the hip to do marketing, you might be kind of fishing in the pond with a bobber. The reality is that there are a lot of tools in place now that allow you to kind of read below the surface and more have the strategy and the tactics of going fishing with a guide. So there are ways to do analysis on the traffic patterns of your audience and do the research and see what people are searching for and see how your competitors are engaging with their audiences and learn and really leverage that information to your advantage. And so you don't have to really be shooting in the dark or fishing with the bobber without seeing below the surface. And so our program that we've developed, we will not take out any clients that do not hire us or work with us to develop a really strategic game plan at the onset of our engagement. And I would highly recommend anybody that's working on marketing or digital sales or anything related to that to really think about that game plan first. Think about the tools you're using to get your information, and if you don't have a game plan in place, maybe start to look for a resource to help you build one. Because if you don't have a game plan, you're not working with tools that help you understand the metrics and understand the data, you're really missing the boat. And there's a huge opportunity in place to go out there and go fishing with a guide and be, the equivalent in sales would be to be pulling leads and sales out left and right very consistently every single month, week after week. We do this all the time, and it's a really strategic thing. It's not luck. So just like the fishing guide, understanding where the fish are going to be and really doing his due diligence to read the situation and create a plan for that success, you can do that in marketing and sales as well. And I would highly encourage everybody to think about their digital marketing plan. And if you don't have a guide, maybe seek out a guide.